Hey guys, and welcome to episode 15 of Surg's Skyblock. I was just checking on my mob farm, and every now and then I get potatoes and carrots, which is kind of cool. It's beats farming, I guess, sorta. I also set up a couple of extra barrels. You can see here I'm now getting some ancient spores and some cocoa beans and some desert novas. And, of course, the blaze powder and the sulfur. And there are a few things that I'm now voiding, like cactus seeds. I have some cactus seeds. I don't need a whole lot of cactus seeds. I'm also avoiding these saguaro fruit because there's not really much that they're used for other than growing cactus, and it's kind of the same lines as these cactus seeds. When I need more, I'll go ahead and plant a cactus farm, and that way I'll get actual cactus rather than the seeds. And if we go downstairs and look at what we had before. Well, let me show you what I'm voiding now. Oop, there we go. And bone meal, and gunpowder. Because I have my mob farm going, I don't need bone meal or gunpowder. Because I have a whole bunch of bones and gunpowder, I mean, that's pretty easy to get. Wood, the only reason that I have this here is because when that barrel fills up upstairs, the extra wood will come in here. And then, of course, the cactus seeds and the saguaro fruit. And if we go look in here, we should see everything in here is only metal. If you watch, when something pops in here that's not metal, like glowstone and coal, it automatically gets pulled out. And it gets sent along the lines and goes into the barrel that has that stuff. Like, here's a couple of, was that amber and then some more glowstone? And I bet you these are done. Yeah. So I turned these back off and I just kind of ran through some cobble that I had in my inventory. So these will just have to finish going through, you know, what they have in their autonomous activators. So what I'd like to do this episode is, now that basically this kind of sorting system here is dealing with everything except for the metals, with one exception, the quicksilver drops. I want to be able to handle those quicksilver drops. And I think the best way to handle those is going to be with a packager. So let's go make a packager. And actually, before we do that, remember how I'd said I wanted some clay? Well, and that was last episode. The reason that I wanted some clay is because I want to get into Tinker's Construct a little bit. So, I'm going to need a whole bunch of clay, sand, and gravel to make a good amount of grout. So, I'm going to start cooking this grout up. And I have plenty of furnaces. I might even make some more. And then, while that's doing that, we can go ahead and start looking at our packager. So let's pull up NEI here. And the packager is actually from Factorization. So let's see. We want not a stamper, a packager. So we're going to need a piston, some iron, some cobble, and a crafting table. That's pretty easy. We're going to need a piece of redstone, and I should have cobble and everything else in here. Yeah. So, crafting table. Go ahead and grab that. And we're going to need a piston. And you know what? Let's go ahead and make 2 of them. Now I'm going to need another piece of redstone. So let's grab another piece of redstone and another piece of iron. And if you sit back and watch, you can see the numbers start to count up a little bit. And that's just because everything running through the pipes. So it's all going really well. Okay, so just like this, with 2 pieces of iron and some cobble in the corners, gets us a packager. Perfect. And so what we're going to want is I should have some quicksilver right here. And I'll also have some of these quicksilver drops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put quicksilver. Let's say quicksilver can go... I don't want it to be too separated, so let's put quicksilver right here. And that way we can go and just hook that one up. Now these empty barrels I don't have hooked up to the item ducts because I don't want anything that's not supposed to go in there to go in there by accident. So now we have this. So let's go ahead and... I wonder if we can pump in the side of the packager. Let's try doing that. And let's go ahead and install a pneumatic servo. And we'll tell it only quicksilver can go in here. Quicksilver drops. So let's see. Oh no! It tried to put all those metals in it. So we might just have to pull them out. No! Bone meal. Yeah, so we're just going to have to pull these out as they go in. Oh, quicksilver drops went in. Now, unfortunately it made a little bit of the aluminum, and there's not really anything I can do about that. I probably should have put the servo in. Well, I couldn't really put the servo in before we put everything down. Where's those iron chunks? What are you backstuffed with? Ah, there they are. So let's go ahead and just pull that out there. And we can go ahead and grab these back out. Go ahead and wrench that. No. Oh, wait. Is that bone meal? Okay. I just want to make sure nothing is coming out of here that's not supposed to. So let's go ahead and ignore redstone signal, and everything should go back to normal. So now if we throw our quicksilver back in here, the quicksilver should come over here to the packager. I'm going to give it a second. Where is it? That's Blaze. Oh, that's Certus. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And see, now it's making quicksilver. So what we can do is we can go ahead and put just like this. And go ahead and install one more pneumatic servo. And wrench it. And we'll tell this to go ahead and ignore redstone signal. So that way it'll output the quicksilver whole pieces. So any little pieces of quicksilver will automatically go into here, and when they get made into the big pieces of quicksilver, you can see here, they're going to automatically come out and go down the line and make their way into their barrel. Perfect. And if we need to add any more, it's as easy as throwing another packager right here and installing the pneumatic servos and configuring it. So, I mean, we could do that with all of our metals, but, you know, I have a different plan in mind. So let me go ahead and, I'm gonna have to cook up some more of those seared bricks. I know it, because I know I don't have enough. And I'm gonna have to wait for them to cook anyway. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and we'll get started on the next part. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of seared bricks now, and you know, I was thinking, let's just go ahead and pick up this crafting station here, and or put it inside this room, so it's a little bit easier to deal with. And I'm going to need some of these seared bricks. Ah, and I got a book. Where did my other seared bricks go? Oh, there we go. And I think the way that I want to lay them out is I'm going to go ahead and put them in this room here. Because I have this extra space over here. And I think this is the way that I want to lay it out. Hey, there's a dryad. That's not hurting anybody. We'll just leave it. Eventually they despawn anyway. So let's go ahead and do just like this. And then let's go ahead and do the first row. So I'm probably going to need, yeah, some more of these seared bricks. Just like this. And you know what? I wouldn't mind some seared glass. So I believe it's like this. Is that right? It's seared window. I wonder if it's like this. Yeah, there we go. Some seared glass. And they use up less of these seared bricks, and we have plenty of glass. So let's do the seared glass right here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and make the controller. I believe it's like this. Nope, that's a drain. Controller. And then we're going to need, I think it's like this with a glass in the middle. Yeah, there we go. There's the tank. So let's see how we want to do this. Let's do the tank right here, and we'll do the controller right here. Perfect. So now it should go ahead and form. Now I want it a little bit taller, so let's go ahead and make a couple more of these seared glass, or say 3 more. And we're going to need a couple of drains. So let's just say 3 of them. And then we're going to need some more of these seared bricks. We're probably, yeah, that should be enough. So let's go ahead and put the drains back here. And we'll go ahead and put this seared glass right here on the front. And then we can take these seared bricks and just go ahead and bump it up. Just like so. So now it should be 2 levels. That's perfect. And back here, I want a couple of casting tables. So let's go ahead and do, well, let's say 3 of them. And we're also going to need at least 1 faucet for right now. So what I'd like to do is let's go ahead and put these down right here. And I'm going to put a faucet just, oh, it's not facing the right way. There we go. So we'll put a faucet there. Now I'm going to want some aluminum brass, so that way I can go ahead and get some casts made. So I'm going to need 3 aluminum and 1 copper. So let's go grab some of that. Now we're also going to need some lava, obviously, to power it. Oh. Nope, that grabbed a couple stacks of it. Let's grab, let's say 15, and then 5 copper. Yeah. That way it makes us a good, little amount of aluminum brass. And I think what I'm going to want is just 1 iron. Okay, so let's go throw all of this in the smeltery. Now obviously it's not going to do anything just yet because we don't have any lava. So let's look at getting lava. And just for the time being, we can go ahead and grab it from this tank over here. There we go. And it's really cool to see this stuff drain out. And if you watch real closely, you can actually see it slowly start to go down. I just think the visual effects that are in X Nihilo, I think they're really cool. So this should get it started. And we'll go ahead and throw what we can of the copper in there. I'm going to have to throw some more in once that other stuff melts down. Now down here, let's see, our smeltery is right here. So I think what I'd like to do is down here, let's go ahead and I have another igneous extruder. So let's go ahead and throw this down right here. And I think I'm going to have to drop this down one. And yeah, that should be fine. So let me go get a little bit of water, which I'm going to need anyway. So I throw the rest of the copper in here, and that'll make a little bit more aluminum brass. So let's grab some water. And I have these stone bricks. We'll go back down here. And let's go ahead and throw the water right here. And we'll just go ahead and build it just like that. And now I should be able to get out. And we should be able to go just like so. Perfect. So now we have a little bit of extra lava. We can throw one right here and throw another bucket right here just to make it even. And this, we throw one bucket of lava in here and some water. So that way we're making some cobblestone. We can go ahead and do the same thing that we did over at the other room over there where we have our crucibles. And we'll go ahead and set up an item duct straight out into the crucibles. So we should be able to just wrench this and go ahead and tell it to output to that side. And that's perfect. So there we go. So these will start making lava for us. And I believe our tank is right here. Yeah, seared tank right there. So we should be able to grab these fluid ducts and just go ahead and come right out and go right to here. Now I might need some pneumatic servos, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it's empty. Still empty. Yeah, still empty. Okay, so I do need the pneumatic servos. And we should be able to tell this to ignore redstone signal, and there we go. Now we have lava. So if we go up here, we should see this tank. See? It's slowly filling up. And that's perfect. And so now we have a whole bunch of aluminum brass. And the reason I wanted this one iron ingot is because I want to go ahead and throw it in here, and I want to make an ingot cast. That's the first one that I want to make. And I actually want to make a couple of them. Oh, unfortunately they don't stack. What is jammed up here? Broken aluminum. Broken iron. Why were you trying to go out? Where were you trying to go? I bet you those were trying to go into the packager. Well, we just have to take care of that in a minute. Let me go ahead and get... let me get a chest, so I can put this, these casts in. Nope, not one in there. Let's just go ahead and make a chest. And you know what? While we're making chests, let's go ahead and get a couple of these. Go ahead and convert some more of this into the planks. And you know what? We might as well grab a whole bunch of sticks. We'll get a couple of blank patterns. And we'll do one just like this, so we get our stencil table. We'll do one with a chest, so that way we get our pattern chest. And then we need a crafting table. That'll get us our tool station. And then we're going to need one piece of actual wood. And we get our part builder. So now we have all of the pieces. So let's go throw this all down here. And since we already have this crafting table here, why don't we just put these over here? So we have like our part builder, and we just put the pattern chest right next to the part builder, so that way we can access it. And then we have the stencil table, and we can put the tool station over here. Why not? We put it right here. Perfect. So we can go ahead and throw these casts in here for right now. And I do need to make a couple more of them. So let me go ahead and make a couple more casts, and I'll be right back, and we'll start looking at the next thing that we want to do. Actually, guys, I think this is a good wrapping up point for this episode. So between this episode and next, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll make some more of the casts, and next episode we'll come back and we'll start putting everything together to show you what I have in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.